Hey everyone, welcome back to my Laravel 11 series for beginners. In this video, we'll explore controllers and resource controller in Laravel 11. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to create and use controllers efficiently. So let's dive in. So what is controller? A controller in Laravel is used to handle HTTP requests and business logic to keep our routes clean. Instead of defining logic inside web.php, we move it to the controller for better organization. So let's create a basic controller. To create a controller, open your terminal and make sure you are on your project's path. Now we need to run a php artisan make controller and name of the controller. Let's say home controller and press enter. It will create a controller uh, under the app HTTP controllers directory. Okay, you can see home controller is created here. Okay, and now we will create one function in that. So that function will be used to bind with a root. Public function index. Hello world. Okay, so now we are going to use this controller in the root file, and we'll make sure that our root is going to bind this method. For that, we will create a new root. Let's say hello, and then on an array, we'll pass the home controller class and the name of the method index. But home controller is not imported in root file, so first we need to import it. So let's import it here. Use app http controllers and home controller. Okay, seems good. Now we will check on the browser. Let's say hello. Yes, it is returning hello world, and it is returning from the controller. Now what is the resource controller? So we will also create one resource controller, and for creating a resource controller the command is the same. Let's change the name. It's called resource. We just need to pass a flag called resource. Okay, our resource controller is created. Now if you go and check resource controller, you will see some of the functions are already created in this file. When we created home controller, it was empty, but in resource controller all the functions are created. If you check the comments, you can see that display a list of the resource. Show create function is used to show creating new resource. Store function is used to create new resource in storage. So this way it creates all the functions that you require for a resource controller, or we can say for a CRUD action that is you're going to work on now we will bind this resource controller to a particular root. So let's create, let's first import that controller here. that is the resource controller. We will import here, and to bind resource controller to root, we use resource root.resource and name of the resource, like we say user. Okay, so it will work for all users related actions. Resource controller dot class, that's it. In resource controller we don't need to pass any method, like it will automatically bind all the methods. Like for indexing it will use index, create and show form it will use create, to store data in database it use store method. So we don't have to pass any functions here. This is automatically set up to roots for all CRUD operations. Let's modify index method and in a user resource controller to return a dummy data. Okay, we will create one array here, like id equal to 1 and name equal to user 1. Same way we'll create another record here, id equal to 2 equal to user 2. So it will return the JSON response. Now if we visit the user link, it will return the JSON. So let's say user. Okay, it is directly printing. So in browser it won't work because it is JSON response. So we will convert this to JSON encode, and then we will pass. Okay, so now let's check what is the result coming for this method. Now we need to go to user URL, that will hit the resource controllers index function. Yes, and we can see a JSON output of the array that we have passed from the index method. That's it for the controller and resource controller in Laravel 11. In the next video, we'll explore more about models and database interaction. If you found this helpful, like this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon for updates. See you next time.